We are on week 4 of repositioning a random business and implementing it live. Before we go ahead, just want to mention that these are random businesses that have been found on LinkedIn or otherwise online. And there has been no previous contact with these businesses before doing this repositioning. It is solely based on what has been found online, in their reviews, on their website, and on their social presence. The first company is Bounce Points Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. And I found them through their LinkedIn ad showing a gentleman with sunglasses with the text "Cool Work by Cool People." It's trying to reach out to the younger audience, but it's not necessarily saying something about the business. Based on what we see on their website, they've currently positioned themselves as the highest reviewed HVAC contractor in the area. It doesn't give much personality and connection, despite them leaning into the trust and reviews. How should we position them? Let's look at what we can find on their website first that stand out. One, they've got the lifetime craftsmanship guarantee on every job. Now, having a look at other competition, they seem to only offer workmanship guarantees, and those have limitations. So this is already a massive point. They've got 24/7 emergency availability and loaded trucks, which again leans into that lifetime, leads into that human side. Another area is a free second opinion. Now, what I do see are free estimates, yes, but this brings an extra next level. And the last area that gives them that edge, what positioning shall we go with? Let's go with your lifetime straight talk, or depending on their tone of voice, no BS, home climate and plumbing partners. For this one, it's defensible, it's differentiating, and it matches their operational capabilities. We're not adding new things here. Let's look at what this would look like in terms of the implementation. When they're hiring, they can screen for a consultative approach rather than that transactional approach, which it looks like curiosity. It looks like ethical decision making. And in terms of nurturing their team, they can do workshops based on plain language to make sure that they're not just dropping technical terms which people just zone out on immediately. What about their customer service? Let's set up an annual comfort review. These are, the changes in the household, issues with comfort, systems performance. We're not just looking at, hey guys, it's time for maintenance. Let's make this more of like a doctor patient being like, hey, what's going on? We're building a deeper relationship. Now, in terms of their sales, we're framing every interaction as this is how we're going to work together over the years, rather than, okay, this is what we need to buy today to fix this one specific problem. It's like, hey, we want to make sure we got you. We got you for your lifetime, your children's lifetime, their children's lifetime. It's very much on having those options-based conversations to make sure that the customers, they're feeling comfortable. Now, the marketing. Outside of LinkedIn, they have very old ads. They're 10 plus years old and they haven't been updated since. So, what can we do? In terms of appealing to the current generations, let's take a different route to what they've currently done. Let's do walkthroughs. Let's do behind the scenes, show their training sessions, discussing what their company policies are, explain how their pricing is determined, talk about tips, talk about the customer story. So, what was the issue? How was it fixed? And that end result. And look, I get that customers don't necessarily feel comfortable being on a video, being on social media, and they don't need to be in it. You can be like, hey guys, we're filming something that's going to be promoted for our team. Do you mind if somebody is filming one of our team members when you're not in the area and it's specifically looking at the problem? Or perhaps you can have a specific area in your office or in your building where it is showing that, okay, this is the issue, this is the fix, and this is the end result. Another area is showing data on these second opinions. Okay, so what things really cost. Let's show some behind the scenes where others in the industry aren't necessarily open to doing so. And there's a page hidden on their websites that is around their referrals. They can talk about this in content. They can bring this forward so that they're building on their current customer relationships. Even if somebody only works with them once, being like, hey guys, this is what you get out of referring. These are the benefits. So it's not just a one-sided relationship. And the last point that they could lean into is partnerships. Imagine if they were partnered with another subscription style model, which isn't necessarily in the same industry, like Netflix and Extra Chill. They're already in the comfort zone. This is just a different way of looking at it. So that is it for this week. Let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts about this repositioning? Is there anything that you would have done differently? And what business would you like to see me do next week?